What's going on? It's Chris and Emily from LifterLMS, and you know what day it is. It's Feature Friday, now on Tuesday. We're going back into the security features of LifterLMS. Since LifterLMS 9.0, there has been a bunch of security upgrades into the free core plugin. The one we're going to look at today is Akismet, which has been around seemingly forever in WordPress. I think a lot of WordPress sites, some hosts install Akismet, out of the gate because they want you to be set up with good security out of the box. Akismet started as a blog spam blocker. And basically what it is, it's a service you can sign up for. They do have a free plan that will basically, originally for blog comments, it would filter the comments, like the content of the comment, like maybe there was pharmaceutical ad messaging or, ridiculous claims about free lottery or free money and things like this. And also known spam email addresses and other things like the name. It's basically a multifactorial approach to seeing if something is spam, which is often generated by bots. What we've done at LifterLMS is we've integrated the existing Akismet, which is on a lot of WordPress websites, to work on LifterLMS forms like the open registration form or like a specific course or membership enrollment form to block spam signups on your website, which becomes particularly problematic if you have free courses and memberships, or people can just register on your site without purchasing anything. That opens up a vulnerability for spam, particularly when there's no payment wall in front of the user account creation. Emily's going to take us on a tour of how to get set up for free with the new LifterLMS Akismet integration. Over to you, Emily.
Awesome. Thanks, Chris. So jumping in, we've talked about some of the LifterLMS security settings in other videos, like our CAPTCHA solutions that help protect our form submissions, such as our free registrations, our paid purchases, or our free enrollments, all of that kind of stuff. But in this video, let's talk about third-party service, Akismet. So jumping in, we're going to need the free Akismet plugin. It's the #1 plugin on the repo, so you don't even need to search for it because it's probably going to be right there near the top. Let's install and activate the free plugin. This will be a precursor to setting up our integration with Lifter. So eliminate spam from your site. We're going to choose a plan. That's going to take us over to their website. The Name Your Price plan is the one that you can get for free. They say this one is going to be only for non-commercial. I don't have ads and I don't sell products. So this is something we recommend that you do pay for when you are going to be running e-commerce through your website, running purchases through Lifter and stuff like that, because we are promoting businesses and selling products. But for the sake of example and the sake of getting set up, let me get a license here, continue with the personal subscription. I don't have permission to access this resource. I've been setting this up in testing, so let me just try. And Akismet might be spam blocking me because I signed up like 10 minutes ago to test this. If it is, I'll just go to an incognito window and do this. So let me grab a personal plan through Akismet in another window, see if it'll let me through to checkout, and I'll share this screen over here. It will. Okay. So all that's required when it comes to setting one of these up is your plan price. Enter your billing information. This is just going to be your email. So I'm going to do Emily@LifterLMS.com. Select your country, select your zip code, and then continue to payment. I'm on a free plan, so there's not going to be a payment for me required. Complete the checkout, and then we'll have the API key. We'll take that API key back over to our WordPress website. We can see, let's get started with spam protection. So I'm going to copy this key and then jump back over to my WordPress, share this other window that was giving me trouble and bring that back over into our WordPress website where we'll drop in our API key. Now Akismet is connected to our WordPress website. The next step is to integrate it with Lifter. So let's go into the LifterLMS settings and security. We have a new option now that Akismet is enabled to enable this for our LifterLMS form submissions. And so that's all we need to do to integrate it. To see this in action, it's going to be pretty subtle. What we can do is visit any of our registration or checkout pages. Let me configure a paid checkout page and also show you some of the features that this integration uses. So we have Start Strong. Let's actually make it a paid plan so I can demo this. So we're going to use a paid access plan as an example, and we're going to see the sneaky security action happening right on the screen. So when people come to our website, they're viewing a course, they're ready to buy a course or a membership. The way that this works is secretly down here by the Buy Now button, we should have a field. I believe it's in here somewhere. Column last. So this is our Create Pending Order button. And then let's see if this is, that's our personal data will be stored. I can also look it up, hidden. So we have a couple of hidden checkout fields here, and I might need to go find the script to look up here. It was HP underscore. So if I look up HP underscore, and it's super subtle, it's going to be even hard for me to find probably. Name HP underscore. Plan ID, order key, WP refer. Can I inspect view page source? See, it's even hard for me to find this. I found it like a minute ago. Yeah, there it is. LMS HP full name. So this little guy is somewhere in here, inside of our input text. Right near the bottom, there's a secret input text field, LMS HP full name. And so this field is something that a robot will see, but a human won't see. When a bot or spam is coming to your website to hit your free logins, it will accidentally fill out its HP full name with any value that the robot's programmed to put in. But real users aren't going to see that because it's buried down here in the footer, even hard for developers to find. And so this is something that's going to trick a robot into filling out the field. We're going to know it's spam and then not let them through. That's a feature of this Akismet integration. Another feature of the integration is that when that form is submitted, it's going to give the IP address information and some other information over to Akismet to check, like, is this a known spam email address? Is this a known spam IP address? And it's going to validate that information against Akismet's records, just to say, like, have you seen this person before? So we have the honeypot field to trick the robot into filling it out. We have the validation against Akismet's features of just knowing who's generally spam on the internet. And then we also have a more restrictive implementation of these features around free enrollment. So free registrations, free enrollments are going to treat users a little more suspiciously than the paid features. If someone's trying to buy a course on your website, they're more likely to be a real user. And so that's the features that the Akismet integration adds. Super subtle, operates in the background, but that's how to set it up and what it does. I'll pass it back to you, Chris.
Thank you. I was muted. Thank you for the great demo. Yeah, the cool thing about Akismet is it gets smarter over time. So basically, like, all the websites that are powered by Akismet are feeding in like spammer information kind of to the Akismet Central. So since so many websites are using it, like known spammer IP addresses or common names or email addresses and tips or tricks that they're trying to do get filtered out. So it's really powerful, particularly if you are also doing blogging with comments, or you're doing free courses and free lessons in LifterLMS that have comments enabled. This is a great way to just not only protect your signups, but also your comment system. So Akismet has been around for a really long time. It's a great surface. Check it out. Thanks again for the great demo, Emily. That's it for this Feature Friday. Smash the like buttons. Tell your friends. Drop a non-spam comment down below, and we will see you in the next video.